EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Sunday! Four down. Hey, Ram!
On first down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Golden Tate, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. 30, 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 95 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they did.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Sunday!
Well, it's easy to make a case that Alshon Jeffrey loves to run the post pattern. And the guy throwing the ball to him loves him running it. Right in his sight lines. Great catch radius. Can stick the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
81. Hey, Ram!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Hey, stat! 82! What's your son?
On second down, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Shorty. What's that?
Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Yellow weighty.
Breeze now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Second and 10 now from the 27.
11. Hey, ready. Yellow weighty. We got to stand up over there.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Ready. Yellow weighty.
Breeze now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Ready. We waiting? We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 36. Where's the mic? We're shot!
They do go for it. It's Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
You got 3 down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Ready. Yellow weighty. Waiting for cut.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over. Got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Come on now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Shorty. Great. Run.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Forced out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
On the ball. 81.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
4 down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey.
On second down, here's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
3 down. Play set. Slam.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Double up. He's coming, double up. Ready. Yellow 80. Check. Where's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey. You got 3.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Black, black. Black, black.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz.
Check.
Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Weighty.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
3 down. Play side. Hey, check. Good. 5-4, ready.
Here's Breeze to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Now, we might start getting some props here in the booth. That one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
What's tight? Tight is right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
82, 81.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Man 5-7.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hey, ram.
10. Check your hot read.
Stepping, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson wins. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3 down. Easy. Let's go.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he'll return this ball.